Hello there! Welcome to Johnny Builds. As you can see, these things are already built. Hi, Pixie. I start talking and she's like, hey, I'm gonna come over here and say hi. So this is a little bit of a different type of stream than I normally do because I'm not actually building anything tonight. I'm going to be taking things apart so that I can take them to Brickfest on Friday. Come on, move. Let go. Holding onto my shirt. She's like, I didn't like that. Anyway, hi Greg, how you doing? Good to see you tonight. I know Versus is out there somewhere. Hail to Versus. So, real quick, I wanted to show you these three because they are actually, being that we're going to be at Brickfest, we're going to be at a Lego stream, or a Lego convention. These three are actually going to be hanging out at the 501st table because I'm a member of the 501st and I'll be costuming up on Sunday. Saturday will be focusing on Legos. So Yoda will be there. This is the second iteration of Yoda. His feet kind of move. His hands move. The lightsaber actually does detach. His head moves a good bit. R2 has a lot of articulation. His legs work and everything like that. And then we've got the Porg, who actually his tail is the catalyst for the rest of him. His wings move and his arms move a little bit whenever you pull his tail down, so it's kind of cool. But anyway, these are going to be at the 501st table during Brickfest, so just wanted to pop those in there and show you because they're going to have to be put into a box and away, but they're easy. And in fact, I can probably lay them down and they'll be fine compared to most of the other stuff that I'm going to be dealing with. So I'm going to put them back on the shelf real quick because I'm going to need this table space for everything else tonight because I got a couple of the things I'm taking are pretty large. So R2. Pixie's like, I want to use your chair because you're not using it right now. Which would be if I was sitting in it, but I'm not right now. R2's a little bit wonky whenever you, when I'm trying to put him onto the shelf. There we go, got him. And yeah, Pixie is sitting on my chair. Alright, so move the Porg out of the way. He's easy, he's nice and light. He's the only one I didn't stream building. Oh wait, no, I didn't stream Yoda either. Get off my chair. Go. Go. So, first thing we're actually going to package is going to be the Carillion Corvette. This is the very, very, very first UCS set that I got. So let me move a couple things out of the way. And he's actually easy to package, which sounds funny. He's still a big ship, but pretty easy to package up. Alright, so let's bring him in. There we go. So that is the very first UCS set I ever built. This is the Carillion Corvette, the Tantive 4 from Star Wars. It's the very first ship you see in Star Wars. Going good. How's your day? It's old. I've had this thing for, gosh, whenever they first did the UCS stuff. I didn't get the Falcon, but I got this. So this guy's probably 15-ish years old. But like I said, he's old. You can tell that there's like the white. Some of the white is not as white as it used to be. The coloring is a little bit off. But I had this guy first, and yeah, this is kind of what got me involved in doing the UCS sets. Yes, he definitely needs a bath. He needs dusted and stuff, which I'll do whenever I'm at the thing. So, but I've already taken him places before. So luckily he has, and there's actually, it's kind of cool. There's a gun turret down here along with up here, just like a Carillion Corvette should be. But it goes to show you just how into detail Lego has been since the beginning doing this. So this is his box. I've taken him places before. an old peach box that I have. And I've got some bubble wrap in here and a towel or two. And it kind of all folds together nicely. So I just kind of plop him in there. He sits out the front because it folds out. And then the padding helps keep him from moving. Or the bubble wrap does. So let's get him in there. Hi, you are. Good to see you. We're doing the first one. Trying to maneuver myself so that I can do this easier. He only has 2 stands holding him, and then he's got a couple smaller ones where the lower engines are. So he fits right into this box. Right like that. You notice the nose is right here. It sits right here on the edge. So it's on that part, and then I put in some padding here. That's where I went to college. Go Golden Tornadoes. So I put some padding here on the side, just between the engines, just to keep it from shifting. There we go. Same on this side. A little bit of bubble wrap. Yeah, I haven't decided how I'm going to do him yet. That's part of the fun of this stream tonight, is I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's good. So right here, this should be enough to keep it from moving. And then the box closes, and there you go. So he's actually ready to go. He's pretty easy. So I'm going to put him back on the shelf where he... Oh, one more thing of bubble wrap. Let's see which side. We'll do this here. This side needs a little bit of stuffing. There we go. I'm actually going to put the... There's a radar turret that's up here, a little radar thing. And I don't think I can... Oh, I can. I can lower it just a little bit. Let's see if I can do it on this side a little bit better. There we go. There. Perfect. Alright. Hi everybody that's watching. I appreciate it. This is our first one that's packaged and ready to go. Tantive 4 from Star Wars. The next one is going to be a little bit bigger. And when I say a little bit bigger, I mean a lot bigger. I should have cleared out space for it ahead of time, but I was busy with stuff. It's been a busy week. So I'll give you a preview first, because it's going to take a little bit of maneuvering. Oops, this goes in his box, because that's his little plaque. It's funny how the plaques look so different size-wise. You can see the Imperial Star Destroyer plaque is a lot bigger than this one is. Let's tuck that in the corner there. Alright. So yes, that plaque will tell you that the Imperial Star Destroyer is next, and he is quite the beast. So, going very slowly. Oh, I forgot how heavy he is. And he's hard to maneuver because he is so big. He is 3 feet long. So, here we go. As you can tell, the camera has trouble picking up the whole thing. Give you a little bit of a better angle for everything. There we go. So he is quite large. Now the nice thing about the way they did, and this is the first one, this is not the second one, the one they came out with a couple years ago. The nice thing about these things is they made them modular. They made them like models, so that you would build the pieces. Say, like for instance, like these panels here are all separate panels. and then you would put them. So you would put the panels together, and then you would put this together. Okay, so they did a nice job with that. So this guy, from what I remember correctly, oh wait, no, the whole thing. There we go. So this whole top part comes off. There's not much inside, as you can see. This just gets supported. This bottom part just gets supported here. Unlike the new one that they came out with that has like an actual interior and stuff like that. As you can see, these things fold a little bit so that it lays down whenever it's sitting. So he's down there. This whole thing now comes off. And then we have all of these. So what I'm going to do is take these all off, and all the panels, and we are going to, I'm going to put them in a bag. So these things separated will go into one box. I'm going to put them there for right now. Alright. So this actually isn't, it uses, and I don't know how the new one does it, but the old one has magnets. So there are 4 magnets, 2 for each of these things. And then down along the sides here, they are connected via 3 little Lego prongs. So I'm gonna pop that one off there, that one off there, and this one. The funny thing is, I have actually done this before. I've taken this whole thing apart because over time, because of the weight of everything pulling down, it actually bent some of the Technic pieces that are in here, and so I redid the Technic pieces and switched them around so that the ones that were kind of bending this way would now bend this way, so gravity would pull them back down and straighten them out. So let's take off the magnet. There's one. There we go. So there's the first panel. See? This will also give me an opportunity to kind of put some, like, retighten these pieces, because I actually can see like this panel here is a little bit up, so these all need to be retightened and everything like that. So there's the framing of the Star Destroyer. You can see it's pretty simple. There's not nearly as many pieces as in the new one, and you can actually see the magnets a little bit. There's a magnet here, and you can see the magnet here, right there. So those are the magnets. Alright, so I have a Lego bag. I was hoping to lay them down, but that will not work, so they're going to stay upwards. It'll lean a little bit until I get more of them in there. So this. I'm sorry if you see me, you might, because I'm taking these off. Hi, Paisley. Paisley just came in the door. Okay, that one, and this one. All right, there we go. Oop, I didn't pry this one off like I thought I did. Go. The magnets go bling. There we go. So yeah, so this one needs a little bit pressed down, and I'll do that whenever I'm setting up at the convention. Or convention. I guess it is a convention. It's a brick fest, but it's a convention too. So this one will go here. Is I'm actually going to take these and put them in the bottom of this bag over here. On the other side, they should fit. If not, well, maybe not. That one will not fit. That one's too big. So I'll have to figure out what to do with that later. This one will, though. This one's small enough. So how's everyone doing tonight? Have a good dinner? I know it's a little bit later than I normally stream, but when I had opportunity today to do it, so that's when the stream is happening. Ooh, those fit just right, just barely. All right, good. These Lego bags are awesome. All right, so same thing with the bottom. They are only held by 3 thingies, 3 Lego parts, I guess, 3 connections, and then the magnets, which is a bad design overall, but it's what they figured out to do back then. And the bottom is actually held on. There's 2 magnets down here, and then 1 over here. No, there's 4. Never mind. Because it needs the extra. So if you look, 1 magnet towards the top, 2, 3, 4 down there. So that was because the top would have a tendency to, again, gravity would be pulling it down a little bit more. And this little piece fell off. That's okay. These just, especially here in the front, they just kind of barely go on. All right, that's the last one. All right, now this has not been really touched since I took it apart the one time, so it as soon as you take that apart, like it wants to fall off the magnets. You can see the discoloration on this pretty good. So yeah, definitely needs cleaned, and I don't know what I can do for that. So those are those off. Now the question is, what is the easiest way to do this? And I don't have an answer for that. I may just have to take this like this. This is funny because it raises up, but that's the way it goes. It goes so that it has good grip, or I mean not good grip. It has a good angle for everything. But and I'm looking at it now, and just the weight of it is, I don't think you guys can see. Let's see if I can move this over. Man, this thing is so big. You can see, I don't know if you can tell, there's an arc here just a little bit. So that's one of the ones that was really, really stretched. So this was their first attempt at like a lot of the internal structure that you see in a lot of them nowadays. So now they do it a lot better, and the new one has a much better technique for it. But yeah, so not sure what this will go in, but I'm going to put it back at the shelf with this part on top, and with this part here, and I'll figure that out next, because it needs a box to go in. But the AT-AT is next. That one's going to be interesting. Yeah, Pixie's back. So yeah, so this is quite the monstrosity to move around. But at least with the legs, I can grab onto them, and you know, it lifts pretty good. And it is structure-wise. I mean, all along here, and the funny thing is, if you think about it, it's only 2 sets of Technic that are here keeping it from, you know, falling apart. So it's kind of neat how that is. Whoops. This part fell off. Where do you go? You go right here. There we go. Alright. So yeah, these, all that does here, this is kind of interesting. All that holds these on, the panels up here, are these little things. There's 3 of them per panel. So that holds on them on the edge, and then the magnets hold on them along the side. So, not much, but that's how they did it. Like I said, the newer one I think is a lot better. Alright, so we're going to take him away. He is apart for the most part. I gotta figure out what this will go into. Put him back in his spot. Now I have another Lego bag that does not have, that has the Falcon pieces in it. So that one's already spoken for. So we put this in there as well. I think I'm going to do this orange bin. I'm going to put this into there because it'll fit good. And then I can fit the A-wing on top. So that goes in there nicely. Right. I wish I had a big box for this guy, but as of right now I do not. What I'm going to try to do, try being the operative word, I hate those things. I always forget how heavy this guy is. Look how big he is. It's just amazing how huge this thing is. Look at that. That thing's just massive. It's so tall. Really am glad I got this. So, the AT-AT with his little thingamadoo-hobber here, his little... And there's a couple other things that are over here too, like speeder bikes and snow troopers and stuff like that. They'll be gone too, but they're the least of our concerns right now. So what I'm hoping, I'm actually going to take these off. These things like to fall off. They're barely on there, but anytime you move him or whatever, they like to fall off. So I'm going to take them off first. They need to be there. Luke, you're going to come off. Okay, so now we have this guy. What I want to do, I don't know if I can. I want to take the legs off. So everything else will go fine in a box. I mean, like this, I gotta look at when I'm there too, because I think something in there whenever I was doing maneuvering and stuff kind of pulled out, and so it needs to be fixed. Now the nice thing is these can all come off. These panels. Just barely though. We're gonna make them naked. There we go. So this will help with the weight. So there's that side. Stormtrooper sitting in there. One on top. And so these just lift up in order to come off, which is nice. And actually I think this does too. Yep. Just fits in there. Which is a smart thing to do, and it makes it so that things are easy. And that'll make this easier, I'm sure. this last one wants to give me some trouble. There we go. Okay. It's like Flappy Bird. He wants to flap. Alright, so he is naked right now as far as like this back end goes. So this will make him a lot... Hi everyone that's watching. I'm trying to take this guy apart for transport. And we're going to see how it goes. Now what I want to do is I think I'm going to straighten the legs out, because knowing that they're straight and down will make a huge difference. So I'm going to lift and maneuver the legs. So that one's there. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Good to see you. Alright, go for it, go for it. There we go. Straight. There we go. Okay, he's straight. Taking this bad boy apart for transport, Jerry. Okay, there. This one's almost straight. Good. This one's pretty close to straight too. There we go. And this last one over here. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't make him top heavy where he wants to go forward. Shouldn't, but you never know. Yes, actually what we're doing with him is kind of cool. So when I first was talking about, just bringing my sets, I said, hey, I have the big AT-AT, I have a bunch of other of these UCS sets, and I'd like to bring them and show them. And they said, yeah, that's cool. And one of the other guys said, hey, by the way, I've got this Hoth base that would, that we could have him, towering over. And I said, oh, that would be cool. And then one of the other people said, I have a smaller AT-AT we could bring. And I said, that would be cool. And then someone else said, I have a whole bunch of rebel snowtroopers that we could bring. So it just kept piling on top of each other, on top of itself. So we're going to have quite the setup with this. So can I want to do the back first, I think, because otherwise he's going to be, I think he's going to be front heavy, but I'm not sure how this is going to go. So pray for me. Will you come off easily? Let's take off the panel first. See what I'm dealing with here. So, can I just pull that gear out? I think so, but I'm not sure. So, I want to get something to see if I can support underneath. He's not straighten this out just a little more. Hey, Pixie, what you doing? Take this piece off too. And this panel should come off. Yeah. So, I need to get something that I can... Oh, by the way. Hoth snow. Got 2 packages of these. Buffalo snow. So I've got 2 packages of those to put on it. So what I'm hoping to do is actually put him down in this. I think he will fit, or it'll be very close. If not, I'm going to have to open this up, which is fine. But I'm hoping to put him in that. But I got to get these off. So, I need something tall enough to support that. That would be too tall. That's actually really close. Let's have another Lego set support another Lego set. Alright, let's see if I can do this. So this is here, I'll do it this way. This is Luke's land speeder. And this is the one I got for May the 4th this past year. And I haven't built it yet, but the box looks like it's nice. Ooh. Well, okay, so that happened. You guys don't see it, but the rear leg actually fell off. So it just went pop. So without those supports there, it came off, which is good. That's actually good. That's a good place to be. All right. So let's see if we can do that with all of them. Because if I could, I think I can separate this from the rest, but I would have to find where the pieces are to do that. So. It's really intricate how this all goes together, but if this works the way I want it to, I'm doing this other back leg right now. If it goes the way I want it to, it'll be alright. Okay, that panel, and that didn't quite come off cleanly. The rest off later, as long as this does what I want it to. Most, I'm gonna get one more solid piece off. There we go. 2 more, I think. Oh, there it goes. So we got leg number 2. Alright, so now he's kind of top heavy. So I gotta be careful here. Or front heavy, I guess you could say. Trying to keep all these leg pieces together. The nice thing is, this, like I could lift him if I wanted to. I'm not gonna try, but so now I'll show you what I was doing. So the way this is put together is these leg panels that are here on either side and right here actually help hold on the bottom part of these legs. So if I take this off, that exposes everything that's here. And these side ones are actually designed to hold on the bottom leg. I don't know how it does it, but it does. Last panel here. Oh, there it goes. The next leg. It's kind of funny how that does. It just goes plop. And I'm going to take off this last paneled piece because that goes with this. That's here. Oh, shoot. Went away from the control panel for a second, but it looks like I'm still streaming, so that's good. Oh, there we go, reconnected. Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked my mouse that's right here. I'm gonna move that out of the way. So So I don't do that again. So, alright. So he's missing a leg. Alright. So I gotta do the last thing. It actually works pretty well. I'm surprised. Okay. I'm gonna do this last one kind of backwards. Okay, that whole thing came off nicely. They mirror each other, if you can't tell. These panels, they mirror each other the same, almost. Side piece needs to come off. That comes off as one piece. And then this back piece. I'm gonna see if I can hold on to him here, come in behind, and it's funny because I'm not even pulling on that leg. It's just a little bit of shaking and it comes off. Oh, there it goes. Last one. Okay, so our legs are off. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. Pick this bad boy up. Oh, he's so much lighter. All right. he looks funny. He looks like just like a little spaceship, or he's like a little, I don't know, a little kind of weird thing. And all right, so this last panel piece I'm gonna pull off and put on here. That actually is pretty good. And here's the funny thing too: without that support, like these things just, you know, they just wiggle. So, kind of neat. Alright, so I don't know if I really need to take these leg parts off. I don't know if I can. I'm going to try to wiggle them a little bit just to see if they will pull off. I don't think they will. I think they're in there pretty good. And that's okay. This should be fine for transport. And in fact, I can probably put it in upside down and, you know, prop this up, and then it should be fine. So we've got all these panel pieces and the legs and stuff like that. That's gonna have to be packaged in separately, which is fine. So I'm gonna move these out of the way and put the box up here, and then get this guy in there, and then I'll, you know, deal with the rest of the stuff. Actually, he's not, as long as these things stay out and they're supported, because I have some foam. I got some strong black foam stuff that's very stiff that I can probably pull off pieces of and support him, and then he would probably be fine. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So let's move these over where he was standing before. That came off, that's okay. Alright, we're gonna slide all these panel pieces over here for the legs. They're all gonna be here. These flat panels for the body, I'm going to put over here. Let's pick some watches. And then I'll have room. Oh, Pixie's awake, by the way, Jerry. She doesn't really care, but I think though I'm gonna have to open this up for the head to fit, which is fine. Oh, by the way, in case you need to subscribe to my channel, scan it. I gotta find my utility knife. Should have had that out because I knew I would need it. figured he was going to take the longest, but he hasn't done too bad. Alright, so we're looking at size-wise, this big. That'll actually probably fit pretty good in there. Open this up a little bit more. Don't want to get my table. Don't want to get me, obviously. This cardboard is very stiff. Actually, you know what? If I'm putting him in like this, I won't need that. Duh. He'll just fit. What am I doing? So let's do it. He looks like a little puppy. Alright. Oh. Little panel fell off. That's okay. It's going to. In essence. Okay, if he's on those. Okay, alright. So let's do this. Let's put him all the way back. We can actually fit stuff under here. So I'm going to take... Oh, what do I want to do first? I think I'm going to do these panels. See if I can slide these underneath. And that one came off, but that's alright. I mean, these things just clip on, so I mean, if they fall off, they fall off. No biggie. I kind of want to keep them together if I can, but again, not a big deal. So actually, I'll put this one sideways right there. Next panel. Put it in the other way, because with the doors that slide up and everything, they have a special way that the things, there's stuff that pokes out and gets in the way. So there we go. That's that. One big foot. Two big foot. The nice thing is these bottom legs, the bottom parts of the legs are all the same. So it doesn't matter which side they go on or anything like that. Three, four. And we'll just fill in with this other stuff that's here. This can all go in the front kind of here. There are some people, I'm looking at this now, there's some people that were complaining that the AT-AT wasn't smooth enough, that there's too many of the studs showing up, and I'm like, gosh, I mean, to make this all smooth would be a whole lot of extra pieces. I just find that silly. Snow Trooper. So the Snow Troopers are going to come with me, Luke's going to come. All the tools. That came apart a lot better than I thought it would. I'm going to do some foamy stuff here in the bottom, but I'm going to do that later. I just want to get the main part of everything. Two little speeder bikes. Those go in. Actually, the speeder bikes are supposed to fit up here. I've never actually put them on here, but they're supposed to, and then it closes in around them. I'm not sure how or where it does that. Doesn't really show, but I know there's a way to do it. I wonder if it's those things in the back now. Something on the side that it clips onto. I don't know. So, but yeah, we'll keep them in the front. Speeder bikes. There's still one snow trooper that's in here. Yeah, and I think, like I said, I think the head, something got, well, no, maybe not. I think it just needs to rotate properly. Because if it goes that way, it goes to the left. If it rotates to the right, it goes to the right. It just isn't the easiest. There is a little lever thing here that does it. So, but hey, Pixie. Pixie's watching. All right. That was better than I thought. It's still very heavy, and again, I need to fill in the foam down there. But yeah, that'll be. I'll get the foam piece. I'll take these out and do the foam pieces later. But for right now, I'm just going to stick the box back over where he was standing. So, oh, I forgot two roof panels with little lights on them. Little lights. They don't really light up, but I think that's what they're supposed to be like, these lights. Okay. That's fantastic. So if I get enough support back here underneath, he shouldn't shake very much, and then everything else, I mean, like if the legs fall or whatever, it doesn't matter. So. Cool. Alright, he's rocking the boat. He does look like a little bit like a spaceship going past the. Oh, the problem is, can I get the box to fit there? Nope. I gotta move. There's another. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that or not. But what fell? Something fell. Oh, I have a couple computers over there. It's all right. They're not turned on. These guys first, so the box will fit, because it's different dimensions. So that's the walking AT-AT. I'm going to take it too, just for the fun of it. He's going to walk around in a circle. And then little tiny AT-AT, he's going to go too, just because he's awesome. All right. So, Star Destroyer is taken apart. The AT-AT is apart in its box. So, I'm going big. See Pixie? She's like, what's going on? I'm going big. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I have not moved this thing ever since I got it in here where it is right now. So I'm not sure what the end result is going to be. But I do want to take it because I think it would be awesome to see. So let's see what it is. So I don't screw it. Because he is very take this without too much trouble. I'm going to. This is the Death Star 2. He's hollow. Just got panels on the outside, but he's still pretty darn heavy. In fact, just a little bit he tilts forward. Not that much, but he does. It is pretty big. As you can see, the sides all have all the, you know, in Return of the Jedi, they have, you know, it's not completed yet, so that's why it looks the way it does. The problem is, spot for him. I think, though, if I put him in that orange bin and then put some stuff around, I think he will be fine. I think that'll work. See the little laser and everything like that? Those I'll take off just so I can maneuver it. I think I'll be okay though. The nice thing is, if it runs into stuff, like it jostled around or whatever, it's not gonna, but again, I'm gonna support underneath. So let's take these off. I'm actually gonna, I put the, they're rolling. I put the Star Destroyer piece in the orange bin, and I think I'm gonna put this in there because I think it'll fit. So we got that. Got a little Star Destroyer here that I need to pull off. That's to show you scale of like the Death Star and a Star Destroyer. And the big one. Alright. So, and again, this is very much how they did things, and the structure is not as good as it could be, so to speak. But I mean, this is older Lego techniques type stuff. But I think if I take this out, I think I'll be able to put it in the bin just fine. Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Because he's, let's see, size-wise. Length-wise, he's fine. Width-wise, he is not. That is not gonna work. And I don't think he'll fit in a bag. A bag will not work. Yeah. I need like I need a square box. A square box that's about really 2 feet by 2 feet, maybe 2.5 by 2.5. I'll have to look around and see if I have one. Well, he's the last thing to figure out, so yeah. And I'm gonna have to do that and see what I come up with. But I should be able to figure out something. But this is it. We're gonna get some padding and stuff for him, and put it around so that he doesn't wobble too much. And I think we'll be good. I mean, he would definitely fit in my my costume bin. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep them together as much as possible. So appreciate everyone coming to watch me disassemble stuff so that I can take it down. Just a few little odds and ends to figure out, but I think for the most part I've got things squared away. So Saturday, 8:30 a.m. is when I'm going to start streaming. I'm going to start the Millennium Falcon build at 9, and it's going to go 9 until 5, which is when Brickfest is done for Saturday. So yeah, I'm just going to go at it and see what happens. The German team of 4 people did the Falcon build in 2.5 hours. So if you average 2.5 hours and all 4 of them were building that whole time, that would be 10 hours. So you may not be able to get the Falcon done, but I took them apart and it was tough. I took them apart in 7 hours 40 minutes. So we're gonna see what happens. So. All right, everyone, take it easy, and until next time, which will be Saturday, keep on building. Oh! If you guys want to see real quick, I have the little Falcon video that I'm gonna do before I start doing the build. Whenever I first start streaming, so if you want to see it, I'm gonna show you. So. And then it'll be done. So, and again, until next time, keep on building. Thanks for watching.
What a piece of junk.